Good day everyone, especially to our beloved teacher, Sir Paulo Opinia. I am Jinky Donato. I am presenting a short introduction of our topic, first semester, Introduction to Computing. Introduction to Computing 3.1.2. This course, using both lectures and laboratory practice, introduces students to basic computer concepts in hardware, software, networking, computer security, programming, database, commerce, decision support system, emerging technologies such as blogs, wiki, RSS, podcasting, and Google applications. Additional lectures examine social, legal, ethical issues include privacy, intellectual property, health concerns, green computer, and accessibility. Students learn techniques to search, evaluate, validate, and cite information from and online widely used application including word processing, spreadsheets, and databases presentation, and web development software are studied. General Education Course. Almost no area of academic, professional, or personal life is untouched by the information technology revolution. Success in college and beyond requires computer and information literacies that are flexible enough to change with a changing IT environment and adaptable to new problems and tasks. The purpose of information requirements is to ensure that students achieve an understanding of information technology infrastructure encompassing systems and devices. Learn to make the most of the web and other network resources. Protect their digital data and devices. Take advantage of latest technologies to become sophisticated technology users and consumers. Number 1. Students will be able to use technology to locate, assess, evaluate, and use information and appropriately cite resources from digital or electronic media. Number 2. Students will understand the core IT concepts in range of current and emerging technologies and learn to apply appropriate technologies to a range of tasks. Course description. This course provides an overview of the computing and industry of computing profession, including research and application in different fields. An appreciation such biology, sociology, environment, and gaming and understand requirements. An appreciation of history of computing and knowledge of the component of computer system. Organization and architecture. Malware, computer security, internet and internet protocols, HTML and CSS. Learning outcomes. Cognitive. By the end of the course, students will able to 1.1 explain fundamental principles, concepts, and evolution of computing systems as they relate to different fields. 1.2 expound on recent developments in the different fields. 1.3 analyze solutions employed by organizations to address different computing issues. Psychomotor. 2.1 use different and appropriate productivity tools in creating required documents. 2.2 make a personal website or blog using the knowledge and skills in HTML and CSS. Affective. 3.1 Influence other by following various netiquettes and ethics using computer and techniques. Course plan. Learning content. Vision and mission of the university. Quality policy, institutional outcomes, and goals of the college. Mission. A leading university in ASEAN region. Mission. The Isabela State University is committed to develop globally competitive human, technological resources and services through quality instruction, innovative research and responsive community engagement, and viable resource management program for inclusive growth and sustainable development. Quality policy. The Isabela State University is determined to be led university in instruction, research, extension, and resource generation through continual improvement of services and commits to comply with the standards by statutory, regulatory, and accreditation bodies. Institutional outcomes. Communicate. Recognize the values communication as a tool for conveying and interacting with others, fostering their own learning, inquiry, focus, and knowledgeable. Create knowledge and understanding through the process of research and inquiry. Demonstrate comprehensive theoretical and technical concepts relates to their fields of specialization with relevant connection to industry, professional, and regional knowledge. Competitive. Initiates and innovates better ways of doing things. Promotes quality productivity. Collaborative and effective leader. Works in collaboration with others and manage group functioning to common goal. Lifelong learners. Acquires new skills and adapts to rapid changes in professional and personal achievements. Goal of college. In line with Isabela State University vision and mission to the University of First Choice, the College of Computing Studies, Information and Communication Technology is committed to: Number 1. Provide future IT and engineering professionals with the required industry standards, skill set, and competencies using current relevant curricula. Number 2. Develop a research-oriented graduates equipped with theoretical and technical expertise, produce a publishable research output needed by the community. Number 3. Give actual training experiences in community development through extension and outreach activities. And number 4. Produce technologically oriented, globally competent, and effective IT and engineering graduates imbued with moral values. Program outcomes. The BSIT students must process the following skills in graduation. Number 1. Analyze complex real-world problems to identify and design computing requirements and apply computational approaches to the problem-solving process. Number 2. Design and evaluate a computing bot solution to meet a given set of computing requirements in the context of the IT discipline. Number 3. Communicate technical information effectively with diverse audience in the consistent with the intended audience and purpose. Number 4. Make informed judgment and include unique perspective in computing practice based on legal and ethical principles. Number 5. Function effectively on the learns and comply, serve, and fear advocacy to address bias in interaction, establish goals plan tasks meet deadlines, range the risk, and produce deliverable. And number 5, identify and analyze users' needs and consider that during the selection, integration, and administration of computer-based system. Course plan. Industry in the profession. Profession and careers in the computing fields. Computing domains, computing discipline, computing knowledge areas. Profession and career in the computing fields. Computer and technologies careers. Computer technology is evolving faster than ever before, and demand for computer professional with the right qualification at all-time high. This page is designed to help you find reliable and relevant information on various of computer and computer technology careers. The salary figures based on 2018 data. Whether you are looking for a fast track into computer science or simple want to find out more about career in information systems management, you'll find what you are looking for here. Select a specialty from the list of computer and technology careers. Below you will find detailed information on career opportunities, learning potential jobs, job outlooks, career training requirements, and much more. Take your time to read through all materials we provide and find the computer technology career that's suited for you. Information security. Information security analyze, protect them organization, computer system, and information. They actively monitor system for security breaches, install firewalls and data encryption software, and train college on how to avoid phishing attacks and other digital threats. In collaboration with session leadership, this analyst may also develop overall security policies and protocols. Video game developer. These developers are coding heroes behind the games you play in your free time. They code on various systems and conceptualize with other developers create playable games. Computer hardware engineer. Computer hardware engineers are responsible for designing, researching, developing, and building computer systems and components like chips, memory, devices, and circuit boards. Computing domains. In computing and communication in general, a domain is a sphere of knowledge identified by name. Typically, the knowledge is a collection of facts about some programs, entities, or a number of network points or addresses on the internet. A domain consists of a set of networks addresses. Different computing domains. Database. The database common courses gives the students the knowledge and skills to build relational databases and to administer a database management system. These domains will draw upon the knowledge and skills learned in the programming, data structures, and algorithms domain. Career preparation. The courses in the career preparation domain prepare the students to work in the industry. Topics such as ethics in the profession, analyzing security risks, researching technology, and professional communication are revisited. The internship permits the students to apply the knowledge and skills acquired in the classroom to the workplace. The student will be called upon the use of or all of the knowledge and skills or domains as an entry-level software developer. Computing discipline. Computer science is a study of the theory, design, implementation, and performance of computer software and computer system, including the study of computability and computation itself. Information systems as fields has to do with applying today's information technology to solve today's problem, typically in the areas businesses and other enterprises. Computing knowledge areas. Algorithms are complexity, architecture and organization, computational science, graphics and visual computing, human-computer interaction, information management, intelligent system, networking and communication. What is computer? An electronic device for storing and processing data, typically in binary form, according to the instructions given to it in a viable program. Function and characteristics of computer. Function. The four basic functions of computer are input, storage, processing, and output. The computer operates according to the instructions stored in its own memory unit and accept inputted data. Process that data arithmetically through sequence-based logic. It can produce information and store the results for future use. All the applications of computer derive from one of the function. Characteristics of computer: memory, automation, reliability, versatility, speed, accuracy, diligence. Brief history of computer. The computer starts about 2,000 years ago in Babylonia, Mesopotamia, at the birth of the abacus, a wooden rock holding two horizontal wires with beads strung on them. Blaise Pascal is usually credited for building the first computer in 1642. Classification of computer, or personal computer or microcomputer. It is a single-user computer system having a moderately powerful microprocessor. It is a term as a computer is equipped microprocessor as its CPU. Workstation. It is also single-user computer system, similar to the personal computer, however has a more powerful microprocessor. Mini computer. It is multi-user computer system capable of supporting hundreds of users simultaneously. Mainframe. It is also a multi-user computer system capable of supporting hundreds simultaneously. Software technology is different from mini computer. Supercomputer. It is an extremely fast computer which can execute 100 millions of instructions per second. Course plan. Key components of computer system. Computer system operating system, hardware, software, humanware. Major functions of computer system. Types of operating system. Different types of operating system. Hardware. Hardware includes the physical parts of a computer, such as the case, central processing unit or CPU, monitor, mouse, board, keyboard, computer data storage, graphics and sound card, speaker, and motherboard. Software. It is a set of instruction data or programs used to operate computers and execute a specific task. It is the opposite of hardware, which describes the physical aspects of a computer. Humanware. Humanware is a hardware and software that emphasize user capability and empowerment and the design of user interface. Examples: the personnel which are related to installation, maintenance, operation, and testing of a computer are called humanware liveware. Examples: programmers, hardware or network engineers, systems analytics, etc. Firmware is spyware embedded in hardware. Major function of operating system. An operating system has three main functions. Number 1, manage the computer resources such as central processing unit, memory disk drives, and printers. Number 2, establish a user interface. Number 3, execute and provide services for application software. Types of operating system. Batch of operating system. These types of operating system does not interact with the computer directly. It is an operator which takes similar job having the same requirements, group them into batches. It is the responsibility of operation to sort job with similar needs. Time-sharing operating system. Each task is given some time to execute so that all the tasks work smoothly. Each user gets time of CPU as they use a single system. These systems are also known as multitasking system. The task can be from a single user or different user. Also, the time that each task gets to execute is called quantum. After this time interval is over, as switches over the next task. Course plan. Review on productivity tools. Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Word. Microsoft Word is word processing software developed by Microsoft. It was released in October 25, 1983 under the name multi-tool Word for Xenix systems. Excel. Microsoft Excel is a spreadsheet developed by Microsoft for Windows, Mac OS, Android, or iOS. It features calculation and computation capabilities, graphing tools, pivot tables, or a macro programming language called Visual Basics for application. Excel forms part of the Microsoft Office suite of software. PowerPoint. Microsoft PowerPoint is a presentation program created by Robert Gaskin and Dennis Austin at a software company named Fortune Incorporation. It was released in April 20, 1987, initially for Macintosh computer only. Microsoft acquired PowerPoint for about $14 million 3 months after it appears. Course plan. Malware. What is malware? Origin and purpose of malware. Different types of malware. What is virus and types of virus? Malware. What is malware? Malware is any software intentionally designed to cause disruption to a computer server, client, or computer network, leak private information, gain unauthorized access to information systems, derive users' access information on which unknowingly interface with user computer security and privacy. Origins and purpose of malware. Origin. Its origin stem from two brothers in Pakistan who created it to test iPhones in their company's software. 1986 PC Wright Trojan malware authors disguised on one of earliest Trojan or a popular shareware program called PC Writer. Once on a system, it would erase all users' files. Purpose. Through varied type of capabilities, malware usually has one of the following objectives. Provide remote control for attacks to use an infected machine. Send spam from credit infected machine to unsuspecting targets. Investigate the infected user's local networks. Different types of malware. The common types of malware include viruses, worms, Trojan, ransomware, bot or botnets, adware, spyware, rootkits, fireless malware, and malvertising. What is virus and types of virus? A virus is a fragment of code embedded in the legitimate program. Viruses are self-replicating and are designed to infect other programs. They can wreak havoc on a system by modifying or destroying files, causing system crashes and malfunction. Types of viruses. File virus. This type of virus infects the system by appending itself to the end of file. It changes the start of a program so that the control jumps to its code. After the execution of its code, the control returns back to the program. Its execution is not even noticed. It is also called parasitic virus because it leaves no pack interact but also leaves the host functions. Boot sector virus. It infects the boot sector of the system, executing every time system is booted and before the operating system is loaded. It infects other bootable media like floppy disks. These are also known as memory viruses as they do not infect the file system. Course plan. Computer security. Definition of computer security. Security and threats. Basic security. Concepts of computer. Threats to hardware, user, and data. Computer security. Computer security is called cybersecurity, the protection of computer system and information from harm, theft, and unauthorized use. Computer hardware is typically protected by the same means used to protect other valuable or sensitive equipment, namely serial numbers, doors, locks, and alarms. Threats. Cyber threats can originate from various actors including corporate spies, activists, terrorist groups, hostile nation, states, criminal organizations, lone hackers, and disgruntled employees. In recent years, numerous high-profile cyber attacks have resulted in sensitive data being exposed. Basic security concept of computer. 3 basic security concepts important to information to the internet are confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Concepts relating to the people who use the information and authentication, authorization, and non-repudiation. To some types of information, confidentiality is very important attributes. Threats or hardware, user and data. Malicious or careless damage. Some may accidentally or deliberately delete or change a file on your PC when you are not around. If don't keep your PC locked in safe, then this is risk. Who knows what was changed or deleted? Would it be nice to know if anything changed over the weekend? Most of the type of damage is done unintentionally by someone probably know this person didn't mean to cause trouble. They simply didn't know what they were doing when they used your PC. Course plan. Network, Internet, and Internet protocols. What is network? Purpose of network. Advantage and disadvantage of networking. Networking devices terms related to the Internet. Concept of Internet technologies. World Wide Web. Internet etiquette. Principle of Internet services. Uploading and downloading files from Internet. What is network? A network consists of two or more computers that are linked in order to share resources such as printers and CDs, exchange files, or allow electronic communication. The computer or a network may be linked through cables, telephones, line, radio waves, satellites, or infrared light beams. Two very common types of networks include local area network or LAN, wide area network or WAN. Purpose of network. A network allows sharing of files, data, and other types of information, giving unauthorized users the ability to access information stored on other computers on the network. Distributed computing uses computing resources across a network to accomplish tasks. Advantage of networking. Central storage of data. Files can be stored in a central node, the file server, that can be shared and made available to each and every user is an organization. Anyone can connect to computer network. There is negligible range of ability required to a modern computer networks. The effortlessness of joining makes it workable for even youthful kids to start exploiting the data. Disadvantage of networking. It lacks robustness. If PC system principal server separates, the whole framework would end it up. Volatile also, it has bridging a central linking server that fails, the entire network would also come to standstill. To manage these issues, gigantic system of the have groundbreaking PC to fill in as document server to influence setting up and keeping up the system less demanding. Network devices. Network devices, networking hardware are physical devices that are required for communication and interaction between hardware on a computer network. Different types of network devices. Here are the common network devices list: hub, switch, router, bridge, gateway, modem, repeater, and access point. Terms related to the Internet. Domain. While every computer has its own unique address, every user using the Internet has a unique address called a domain. A domain recognizes one or more IP addresses. Example of the domain whether can it's part of the URL such as www.weather.com. The standard top-level domains are com, commercial, business, educational, institution, government agencies, military, network organization, non-profit. Concept of Internet technologies. Internet technologies is a technical field that covers the necessary skills develop application on the Internet-based concepts, based systems harnessing e-commerce, cloud, mobile, and web-based technologies. World Wide Web, commonly known as the web, is an information system where documents and other web resources are identified by uniform resource locators which may interlink by hyperlink are accessible over the Internet. Internet etiquette. Netiquette refers to your Internet etiquette on the way you behave online and on social media. Because the majority of online communication is completely nonverbal, you cannot see or use facial expression or tone of voice to book what you are typing. Principle of Internet service. The Internet offers unprecedented opportunities for the realization of human rights and plays an increasingly important role our everyday lives. It is therefore essential for all actors, both public and private, respect and protect human rights on the Internet. Steps must also be taken to ensure that the Internet operated and evolves in ways that fulfill human rights to the greatest extent possible. Uploading and downloading files from the Internet. Uploading means data in being sent from your computer to the Internet. Examples of uploading include sending email, posting photos on a social media site, and using your webcam. Even clicking on a link on a web page sends a tiny data upload. Downloading means your computer is receiving data from Internet. Course plan. HTML and CSS. What is HTML? History. What is used for? Tag and structure. Sample. Tags. What is CSS? 3 types to be used CSS. CSS text properties. How browsers process CSS. What is HTML? The hypertext markup language or HTML in the standard markup language for documents designed to be displayed in a web browser. It can be assisted by technologies such as cascading style sheets, scripting language such as JavaScript. History. HTML was created by Tim Berners-Lee in late 1991 but was not released officially published in 1995 as HTML 2.0. HTML 4.01 was published in late 1999 and was a major version of HTML 1.0 was released in 1993 with intention of sharing information that can readable and accessible by a web browser. What is used for? An HTML application is a Microsoft Windows program whose source code consists of HTML, dynamic HTML, and one or more scripting languages supported by Internet Explorer, such as VBScript or JavaScript. The HTML is used to generate the user interface, and the scripting language is used for the program logic. Tag and structure sample. Hard tag. Laura wanted to create a school newsletter. She used header tag can contain a number of H1 through H6, where H1 is the heading with the largest font and H6 is heading with the smallest and font size. She would and the image for the logo of the school at a later date. Footer tag. Laura then adds the footer tag, which adds the contact information, author, and copyright information to the end of the page. What is CSS? CSS is the acronym Cascading Style Sheets. CSS is a computer language for laying out and structuring web page, HTML or XML. This language contains coding elements and is composed of these cascading style sheets, which are equally called CSS files. Three ways to use CSS. There are 3 ways you can use to implement CSS into your HTML: internal, external, and inline styles. CSS text properties. Text color. The color property is used to set the color of the text. The color is specified by a color name like red, a hex value like foo, an RGB value like RGB 255.0.0. Look at CSS color values for a complete list of possible colors values. The default text color for a page is defined in the body selector. Example: body, color blue, color green. How browsers process CSS. When a web page is loaded, the browser first reads the HTML text and constructs DOM free from it. Then it processes the CSS and constructs the CSS OM tree from it. After these trees are constructed, then it constructs the rendered tree from it. Computer organization architecture. Computer organization and architecture is the study of internal working, structuring, and implementation of computer system. Architecture is the computer system, same as anywhere else, refers to the externally visual attributes of the system. Externally visual attributes here in computer science mean the way a system is visible to the logic of programs, not the human eyes. Organization of a computer system is the way of practical implementation that results in the realization of architecture of a computer system. In more general language, the architecture of computer system can be considered as catalog or tools available for any operators using system. Whole organization will be the way system is structured so that all catalog tools can be used and efficiently. Unit of measure common to computer systems. The smallest unit of measurement used to measuring data is a bit. A single bit can have a value of either 0 or 1. It may contain a binary value such as on, off, or true or false, but nothing more. Therefore, a byte or 8 bits is used as the fundamental unit of measurement for data. A byte can store 2 or 256 different values. There is sufficient to represent standard ASCII characters such as letters, numbers, and symbols. Since most files contain thousands of bytes, file size are often measured in kilobytes. Larger files such as image, videos, and audio files contain millions of bytes, therefore measured in megabytes. Modern storage devices can store thousands of these files, which is why storage capacity is typically measured in gigabytes or even terabytes. Larger units of measurement usually reserved for measuring the sum of multiple storage devices or capacity of large data storage networks. Components of von Neumann architecture and the function of basic computer components. The von Neumann model is a computer architecture proposed by John Neumann in 1946. It consists of 5 basic components: memory, processing unit, central unit, input devices, and output devices. The idea in that program structure are stored in memory instead of being fed into the computer during runtime. Data presentation. Computers are classified according to functionality, physical size, and purpose. Computer could analog, digital, or hybrid, whereas analog computer is process data that continuous in nature. Hybrid computer, on other hand, can process data that is both discrete and continuous. Number system. Number system is a method of presenting numbers of the numbers line with help of a set symbols and rules. These symbols range from 0.9 and are termed as digits. Numbers of system comprise of multiple types based on the base value for each digit. MS-DOS debug. The line-oriented debugger. Debug is an external command in operating systems such as DOS, OS/2, and Windows. Debug can act as an assembles, disassembles, or hex dump program, allowing users to interactively examine memory contents, make changes, and selectively execute COM or EXE and other file types.